Governor Siminalayi Fubara by consolidating the Rivers State Local Government Amendment Law number 5 of 2018-2023 and number 4 of 2024 to reenact the Rivers State Local Government Law for the establishment for the structure of finance. After the consolidation, the state lawmakers passed it into a unified law at the local government level.
A bill for a law to repeal the Rivers State Local Government Law number 5 of 2018, Rivers State Local Government Amendment Law 2023, and Rivers State Local Government Amendment Law number 4 of 2024, and reenact the Rivers State Local Government Law to make provisions for establishment, structure, composition, finance, and functions of the local government council of Rivers State, and for other matters connected to the second reading.
Speaking on the floor of the House during plenary, honorable member representing the people of Ikere and Oyibo State constituency presented the petition and the fixing of the internal road for the people of Oyibo. The leader of the House, Honorable Major Jack, representing Akuku Tori local government state constituency, called on the attention of the House on the utterances of the governor, which he said is unguarded, and tagged them as non-existent. The Deputy Speaker condemned the governor's comments, describing it as unguarded utterances.
Media and media houses, a statement, unguided statement by the governor of Rivers State, calling us this chamber that members of Rivers State House of Assembly are not existing. Mr. Speaker, common knowledge says that the existence of human beings is being created by God Almighty, and the existence of precisely section 4, subsection 6, 7. So, Mr. Speaker, I wonder why a sitting governor will go this far to make this unguided statement. I want to bring to the notice of this House that it's the plot for coup, and we should be very, very, very careful.
And that the governor's comments are intended to incite inscriptions against the Rivers State House of Assembly, noting that all national and international democratic institutions are all watching the governor's attack on the democratic institution, and urge members not to be distracted by the governor's comments, but about them, because he had absolutely no legal power to say they are not existing.
Comments are intended to incite miscreants against the United States, the U.S. Embassy, all non-democratic organizations, non-governmental organizations, civil society organizations, human rights organizations. They are all watching and listening at the governor citing people against the Rivers State House of Assembly. I don't know how someone who is younger can address his seniors by age as young people. But who will join me in his petty comments? Because this intent assembly of Rivers State will stand by the law. The Constitution is sacrosanct. Our existence
for their various constituencies. Recall that Governor Fubara had on administration, saying the members will cease to exist as legislator if he so decides. He also said the lawmakers are existing based on his recognition predicated on the peace accord initiated by President Bola Tinubu. Federal High Court sitting in Asaba Delta State has upheld the power of the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission to investigate and prosecute officials of Delta State government who allegedly engaged in the suit power of the commission under the Section 6 and 28 of the Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Act 2000 to investigate state finance and invites Delta State officials for interviews in the course of investigations. The plaintiff in the suit also contended that by Section 120, 121, 122, 123 and 125 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended. It is only the Delta State House of Assembly and the Auditor General of Delta State that have the power to look into the state finance and demand for documents. ICPC also said Section 6 and 28 of the ICPC Act 2000 empowered the Commission to exercise its enforcement function on any person, including state government officials. The Commission, represented by the Director of Legal Service Department, Henry Emore, stressed that the ICPC Act 2000 does not discriminate between the state government and the federal government in the fight against corruption, while its judgment on Wednesday, the 7th May 2024, Justice Ave Olubanjo of the Federal High Court, Asaba Division, agreed with the submission of the ICPC in its entity and held that Nigerian practice cooperative federalism and as well as fights against corruption in the function of both the state and the federal government. Ahead of the Edo State governorship election, some All Progressives Congress leaders have claimed that the action of Governor Godswill Obaseki and other leaders of the People's Democratic Party lately showed a panic mood in their camp. The leaders in a statement accused Governor Obaseki, the People's Democratic Party in the state, and his candidate Asu Igodalo of sponsoring campaign of Komini against the governorship candidate of APC, Senator Monday Okpeholo. The leaders, who are members of the APC vanguard, say the PDP, Obaseki and Igodalo have suddenly become desperate over fears that they will suffer a humiliating defeat in upcoming governorship polls. This is coming after the group network of civil society organizations in Nigeria recently held a press conference and also petitioned the Inspector General of Police, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, among others, over claims that Ikpo Bolo spread the naira at a public function. A statement signed by the national coordinator of the vanguard, David Osarobo, the leader, wondered why desperate Obaseki and his political godson, Igodalo, will resort to character assassination in order to score cheap political points, adding that leaders of the civil society were heavily induced to tarnish the image of Okpo Bolo, whose popularity, they said, has hit the roof since his emergence as the candidate of the APC. Network of civil society organization in Nigeria is appealing to Economic and Financial Crimes Commission for the prosecution of the All Progressives Congress candidates in the September 2021 governorship election in Edo State, Monday Okpo Bolo, after being sentenced to 6 months imprisonment in line with the Central Bank of Nigeria Act of 2007 for abusing the Nigerian currency, the naira. The petition was signed by the group's national coordinator, Victor Carlo, and national secretary, Ali Abacha, and claimed the senator is guilty of the offense of naira abuse and mutilation. Citing the CBN Act of 2007, which declares such action as punishable offenses, adding that prominent individuals, including lawmakers, have violated this provision of the CBN Act. The group commended the EFCC for its swift response in arresting and charging individuals who have been caught on viral videos abusing and defacing the naira at several social events, such as case of Okunyeye Idris, popularly known as Bobrisky, and Pascal Okechukwu, also known as Cubana Chief Priest, who have faced illegal consequences for their action. APC candidate Okpo Bolo, in a statement, detractor and the opposition camp as being the brain behind the campaign of calumny. Oyo Zonal Command of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission says it has apprehended a person suspected to be involved in internet fraud. A statement by the EFCC spokesperson Dele Oyewale said the suspects were arrested on Thursday, May 2nd, 2025 at Oshogama extension of following an actionable intelligence. Oyewale is listed as suspected to be involved in internet fraud to contribute to the development of Nigeria despite the leisure of greener pastures. He called for the recruitment of more medical doctors in Cross River State health sector and the implementation of a new salary scale for medical doctors, and informed Governor Otu that a new leadership would emerge for Nigerian Medical Association after the conference in Abuja. He commended the urban-rural program in the state as well as the at-stake in Calabar and its environs, which act hope. And says its partnership with Niger State is to boost rice production. The special advisor to the Governor on Agriculture, Dr. Oluwa Rotoni Fashola, who discloses, said the government, through its rice mill initiatives, was partnering with different states in Nigeria to sustain the availability of paddy production and enhance productivity. Fashola spoke while the State Commissioner for Agriculture, Obisola Olusanye, was given the report of the ministry in Ikeja to commemorate the first year of second term in office of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who took the oath of office for his second term as governor on May 29, 2023, promising in his inaugural speech then at Ko-Aba, Abattoir, and also launched the Lagos Last Meal Meat Shops, adding that the unveiling of Lagos Last Meal Meat Shops and utilizing the transportation of meat across the state. The commissioner said the state in the last year has launched various social intervention programs such as trader money for market men and women, and embark on agribusiness support initiatives while building farms across the state. Ogun Omotekun Corps has arrested ex-convict Yekini Sulikalani and Torhap Yekini for allegedly breaking into shop at Oje Oniya area in Iwo local government area of the state. A state member, retired Brigadier General Bashir Adewi Mobi, Oshun Omotokun commander, said the suspects were arrested after operatives swung into action immediately and apprehended the suspects on the spot. According to him, the suspect during interrogation confessed to the crime and that it was not their first time committing such a crime, adding that in the past. Adewomibi said the suspect has been handed over to the police for further interrogation and prosecution, and urged residents to always assist security agencies with useful information to help them tackle and suburb workers in the state. This is coming after the government releases a $3 billion to consultants in February 2024. Saliu, while arguing the motion seconded by payment of the salaries arrears of local government and suburb workers to consultants by the state government, and expressed worries that for some time motivates and fast-track the transformation and the development of the local government council via the prompt payment of salaries and salary arrears. After debating the motion, while other members supported, the Assembly in its resolution appreciated the State Governor Malam Abdurrahman Abdurazik no prompt payment of local government and suburb workers' salary arrears, and urged the governors to direct the Ministry of Local with the Local Government Service Commission to investigate the delay in paying the release arrears to the local government workers. About 164 to 64 in 4 years, while the management of the hospital queried the executive members of the association over what is termed misconduct. The query said management has directed that all doctors should be issued this query according to public service rules for acts amounting to serious misconduct. Nasarawa State Governor Abdullahi Sule said governors are awaiting the resolution on the new national minimum wage for Nigerian workers. Suke said the implementation of a new wage that some governors became unsettled with the decision of the Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki to raise the minimum wage in the state to 70,000. But reacting to the claim shortly after having a private meeting with the Vice President Kashim Shettima in his office, Sule explained that his comment on the matter was his personal view and was unaware of any state where the government was unable to pay the old minimum wage rate, stating that Nasarawa has been paying the 30,000 minimum wage since 2019 and has also implemented promotion gratuities and other benefits for workers. Department of Development Control Abuja Metropolitan Management Council of the Federal Capital Territory Administration has demolished shanties illegally built on the road corridors in Wuse Zone 3. The coordinator of the council, Felix Oboa, who disclosed this after the exercise in Abuja, said the move was part of effort to clear all shanties in the city. Oboa said the location was preserved for the road corridors, adding that the illegal occupation has become a security threat apart from defacing the beauty of the city. He also said the task force will be set up to make sure that none of the illegal occupants rebuild any shanty in the area again. Kaduna State Governor Obasani said the action of the Ministry of Works, David Omai, shows that he is following the blueprint of President Bola Tinubu on development, who is working to ensure that every part of Nigerian takes development, irrespective of those who voted for him or not. Speaking when he visited the minister in Abuja, the governor called for completion of Abuja-Kaduna Kano Road. He said history